Texas, here comes the rain. And above the Mason-Dixon line, here comes the cold. But you've all been rained on before, and you've all been cold before. So expect you to handle it like asteroid fight clubbers. It seems like comets seem to come around near the holidays, and with Halloween approaching, and to me, holiday season starting when they start Ren Fair gates opening, it's holiday season, and we've gotten a sun-diving comet and a coronal mass ejection. See, the sun just swallowed a comet on October 15th. Soho coronagrahos. What? Okay. So coronagraho caught a Kreutz sun grazer diving into the sun just as a bright coronal mass ejection was leaving. Remember, comets do affect the sun and the sun's activity. And then after that, what happened? I guess Kreutz sun grazers are fragments from the breakup of... Oh, okay, that's boring shit we should already know. Anywho. But if I had a PlayStation 5 for every time we saw a major coronal mass ejection happen around a sun-diving comet, I would have like 100 PS5s. Right now I have 0. Anyway, but it is on my mind. And so here we see a sun-diving comet dive into the sun with a coronal mass ejection. Interesting, for sure. All right, so watch out for floodiness here. Talking to you, Texas, and parts of New Mexico. And then also up here, and definitely watch out for pre-Halloween fog vampires over there. And then down by the bayou. And then you got some wintry frost warnings up here. And then, did I mention this is all very cold? I mean, it is the middle of October. Yeah, West Texas, you're about to get wet. And it is kind of cold and dreary here in DFW with wet air. At the beginning of the year, I do this thing where I try to pick the worst energy of the year. And I said October will probably be the worst month energetically. And in my opinion, October has sucked. Anywho, so hang on. Supposedly it gets better at the end of November. And that is only like 38 days away. The period I'm talking about anyways. The THORnews 10-year anniversary. And Jupiter going direct. Which will lead us right into Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then the New Year. And that is when the energy should really improve. So I can't wait. But I'm going to have to. Because that's how time and space continuum works. One day at a time, 1 second at a time, 1 moment at a time. There was a big, bad, nasty earthquake down by Central America earlier today. It was originally reported as 6.7, but then it got downgraded to a 6.3. I'm talking about right about here. That's interesting. It's a rare spot for an earthquake, in my opinion. Dan Robinson letting us know this October is doing better than summer in Illinois in Arizona. As you guys got a water spout. Weird. I didn't think they had any water in Arizona. Wow. Coronal mass ejections can bring aurora. Oh, look at this beautiful aurora. Aurora. Man, I'd like to see aurora someday. In video game world news, G4 TV has shut down a year after its launch. And this is an interesting story that to me that has multi-angles, but there's a Twitch person, OnlyFans person called Amaranth. She earlier, yesterday, the day before, she said, I is sad. And the thing was that, like, the big story today was that, you know, I don't know, apparently for years, she'd been telling everyone that she is single and unmarried, but then she came out today on her Twitch live stream saying, okay, I've been married for like the last 3 years, and my husband is a totally abusive asshole. And so I just want to say, okay, yeah, abusing women or anyone at any time is absolutely and totally wrong. But it was kind of like that thing I talked about like 2 or 3 months ago where Selena Gomez was like, hey, remember how like the last 3 or 4 years I go on everywhere, including Saturday Night Live, telling everybody, hey, I'm single and I want a boyfriend. I never meant that. So I just want to say the whole idea to me, where, like I said, abuse is totally bad and wrong and nobody should abuse anyone. But the idea that, like, someone is going to lie about being married just so they can make more money, that is so weird and seems contrary to what lying is. So I don't know, this is an interesting story, but then They got mad at everyone who was like, hey, lying about being married is really weird and definitely not virtuous. So I don't know, man. I just the whole curating your image, whether it be pop stars or actresses or actors or Twitchers or OnlyFansers. I don't know. It's just such a weird. The future is a lot weirder and crappier than I wanted it to be. Lots of fires happening in Washington. Also, Iran. You got a bunch of protests going on in a major prison. Outside of it, Danny letting us know you got apocalyptic lightning upwards erupt out of the Marapi volcano in Indonesia. But I wanted to say that apocalypse means the uncovering. Armageddon means the end of the world. So I don't know what this lightning is uncovering, but it is an interesting picture for sure. This is also an interesting picture. How many people do you think on the political aisle, the left or the right, actually don't believe the shit they spew every day, but get paid to say that shit? I would guess more than one. Anyway, you got 14 days before Mars goes retrograde. So you got 14 days to wrap up your war and pack it up. Or shit probably goes worse. Oh, you gotta listen to me though. But it was reported that HIMARS and Ukraine are making major inroads, even so much that they're now bombing Russian territories. Yeah, it is holiday season. Oh my God, check out this 898 millibar extratropical cyclone. But it's in the Antarctica. But it is probably a sign of weird weather to come. Chairman Burb the Bernanke letting us know 1 million crabs are gone. The 1 billion snow crabs are missing, so snow crab Alaskan season has been canceled as Earth's animals have been getting their ass kicked by human beings for quite some time. Like 70% of all the species are now gone that existed like 50 years ago. But yeah, we definitely live in strange, sometimes sad, sometimes scary, sometimes dangerous times. And we're all living through it together. Here's Colin McCarthy letting us know unbelievably late season monsoon action across the American Southwest. Happy Dios de la Muerta, or however you pronounce it. Yeah, shit totally sucks. I don't really like to spread negativity or pessimism, but, it's not the best of days right now. And definitely Halloweeners are making it better. Black licorice flavored hot dogs. Gross. Fruit punch, hot dog, hamburger, popcorn flavored candy corn. Oh my God, the candy industry has gone crazy. In France, a bunch of refineries are on strike. So, like 31% of their gas stations have no gas. And so the people are protesting. And remember, I know a lot of people, to feel better, like to blame one single individual, but for like 20 plus years now, gas and oil industries have been having their greatest, most profitable year ever, every single year. First flakes, but how do you fight the oil and war industry, man? It's a question I've been asked for 10 years. First flakes of the season could be in store for higher elevations. It's a storm one. So yeah, here comes snow time season. Only 4 states will be untouched by sub 35-degree temperatures this week. We're talking to you, Texas, Louisiana, Florida, and Delaware. Oh, that's weird, huh? Falls of Iguazu on the border between Brazil and Argentina registered a flow of 3.8 million gallons of water per second on October 12th due to heavy rainfall in the area. And here we watch the Belarusians training to join Russia in the fight against Ukraine. And it almost looks like synchronized Michael Jackson dancing. Although they have karate guys too. I guess because, they don't have a lot of ammunition since they're running out of ammo, kind of. So they're like, okay, if you run out of ammo and you didn't bring a bayonet, be sure and karate your way out of it. Yeah, I mean, it's not funny, but you got like 2 choices, or 3, I guess. Be numb to it or cry or laugh. Matthew Luxmore, Belgorod in Russia today, which is gradually turning into a frontline city in this war, reports that the airport has been heavily damaged by airstrikes this morning. So yeah, like now the territories in Russia are getting hit, some getting hit hard. Bitcoin today tweeted out a warning for Mars retrograde in Gemini, saying, hey, everybody, it might be an extremely painful 6 to 7 months for Bitcoin, so buckle up, Buttercup. Oh my God, is Bitcoin going woke? With an asterisk behind woke. I said that in a jokey fashion. All right, great. And here's Snoopy. All right, yeah, and things are pretty poopy. Here we're looking at the islands of Greece, the Greek island of Crete. Getting hit hard, so hard that it messed up cars and we're moving them into the sea. And so the OPEC and the Saudis were like, you know what, we're going to cut oil production to make gas prices go up before the election, which is definitely an interesting move. But then one of the Saudi princes was like, hey, dude, all of us are projects of jihad and martyrdom, so don't mess with us and don't talk shit about us. And I'm not messing with anybody. I'm not talking shit about anybody. I'm just pointing out what this dude said. Arizona rainfall. Well, weren't like 7 of the 11 hijackers from 9/11 from Saudi Arabia banned? You know? But we invaded Iraq, which never made any sense. Anyway, inflation is still a bitch. Turkey, 83% inflation. Iran, 52%. Russia, 13%. USA is pulling in at 8.2%. But guess who's winning the inflation war? China and Saudi Arabia, plus France. Anywho, crazy days. I'm still your Planetary Defense Commander, Star-Lord, New Thor 7. Oh, I've raised $0 for my PlayStation 5 fund, if you guys think I deserve it for my 10-year anniversary. Anyway, weird video, weird times. I love you. I appreciate you. Everybody stay cool. Hang in there. And it's going to be a weird month, man. Saturn goes direct in 1 week. All right. Talk to y'all soon. Stay cool.